Okay, so I had some issues with my private land access this last year because the power line company went through and ripped up all the bedding and just basically tore everything down, mowed over everything, but then sprayed everything. So the amazing bedding area that was back here along the power line on the farm country that I get to hunt down south in southern Michigan, the bedding area is trashed. So this year I just decided that, and this is the very beginning stages of it, but I got a day off today. It's Sunday, April 2nd, and got a day off today and decided to come through and start laying down some trees, very small trees. It's a very old wood lot, and watch out for that, girls. I got the girls here today. There's Lydia and Pay and little Rosie. So it's a very old wood lot and everything's grown up really tall. There's not a lot of great trees in here. There's some black walnut, and then there's some chestnut, I think. And then, but there's no oaks except for on the other side of the wood lot, on the other side of the power line. But here, yep. But here, what do you show me?
This one. I saw an almond tree.
Oh yeah. So I've just decided to start laying down some trees just to get some undergrowth going, because again, it's just all overgrown. And I'll turn this around. You can see that it's just insanely wide open, and it's hard for me to get into any of these areas. I talked to the landowner, and he said he was fine with me doing whatever I wanted to with these woods. So I just decided to come in here and do some very small hinge cutting, just to try to create some thickness, and again, just bring up some growth. So just going to show you kind of what we did. I'll come back in here and do some more. I used a handsaw for all of it, but just wanted to give them another area where they could bed in case, well, because I guess every 3 or 4 years is when the power line company comes through and they rip up all that stuff. So there's already some stem count stuff in here, so it's not too bad. But I just brought down right along the power line. You can kind of see over here. But I did hinge cut them, so that brought down some food down. A lot of these will still survive. Sorry, that was zoomed in too far. These will still survive and sprout buds, and I tried to do it very carefully where there wasn't a pinch. And so we got this little spot over here. And again, I want to do it for 2 reasons. One, to cover my entry and exits, but for 2, I want to give them another thing to feed on, and then maybe even bed in. And there's Pay, standing near the one I think she did. They all had to do 1 or 2. Which one did you do, Lydia?
I did these 2. I did this.
Yep, that was Lydia's, and Rosie's was right over there.
I did these 2.
Yep. But so, and again, this isn't going to do a ton, but it will create some growth. It'll definitely help with food, and I did quite a bit over there too. Nothing, again, no big trees, but I think enough where it's just going to create some screening, and it'll also create some food, potential bedding. And I plan on bringing some more trees down just to thicken it up in here even more. And we'll come back in the spring, or not in the spring, it is spring. We'll come back in probably early summer and just see, what kind of growth we're already getting, because there will be quite a bit. I have a feeling, because we did open up a decent amount of the canopy just by bringing down some of these trees. So And that's the power line over there. That was an amazing bedding area. I didn't care that this was so wide open because this was such a great bedding area. But then they just the power line company just trashed it, and everything just got pushed down. I know it'll regrow, and you know, we'll have some good bedding in there again. But I just want it so that in those years that they do come in and clean everything up, that the deer will have something to fall back on back here, because this spot was dead. This spot was really dead this year. So, but we've been out here for how long, girls? What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. So we got here. Yeah, we got down here at like noon. So yep, it's been about 3 hours. Because we left the house at, hey, that might survive, but if you push it all the way down, it won't. Because that's one of the things I like about hinge cuts, is that this will sprout new growth. This will obviously sprout new growth, and that's where they could feed. But this all along here will sprout new growth.
That one doesn't. That's dead.
Oh, okay. What's that?
That one's dead.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that we didn't do well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay, so that's about it. We'll come back out. We'll do some more, maybe in a week or two, and then we'll update the progress and the growth. I want to take another giant out of here this year. And we're also setting up tree stands, which I'll update on that the next time we're out. We're setting up tree stands so I don't have to hang and hunt every time I come out here. Because again, when I'm walking through those open fields, which that's all it is pretty much, is open fields, it's like everything sees me. And so I want to get on spots where I can just sneak up a tree and be out of sight. But all right, say bye, girls.
Bye.